Sagarika Mohanty. Welcome to Business Studies classes. In these classes, we discuss a new topic that is chapter number 2, Forms of Business Organizations. Let's start our topic. So, forms of business organization is basically related to the structures of business organization, and this is basically focused on the forms of ownership, and it is basically related to the capital investment, management decisions, and profit sharing. And these are basically the forms of business organization, that is sole proprietorship business, Hindu undivided family business, partnership business, cooperative society business, and joint stock company. That means the forms of business organization means when we decide to do a business, then we can do these 5 types of business. So let's discuss these one by. First we discuss our first forms of organizations, that is sole proprietorship. As the name suggests over here, that is sole proprietorship. So sole is basically indicates the only or indicates a single, and proprietor is related to your owner. So when we combine this, the word came that single owner or only a one owner. That means it is related to a business when there is a single owner. And basically it refers to a forms of business organization which is owned, managed and controlled by an individual who is recipient of all the profits and bear all the risk. That means it is a person's doing a business and the person is only one, and he controlled, managed and owned all the businesses, and he also take all the profits and bear all the risk which arises from the business. It is also known as your sole trader business, individual proprietorship or individual entrepreneurship also. And for this purpose we take an example related to your sole proprietorship business are beauty parlor, or we can take an example shop in locality like your bakery shop or grocery shops or cloth stores, etc. So these are basically the meaning of sole proprietorship. Now we discuss some features related to sole proprietorship. As we know that sole proprietorship is related to single owner. So these are the basically features related to sole proprietorship. Let's discuss this one by one. First we discuss formation and closure. Here we can say that to start a business and to close a sole proprietorship business, there is no legal formalities are required, because there is no separate laws are governed to formation and close the sole proprietorship business. For this purpose we can take an example. If a person want to open a cloth store, can he require any legal formalities? Can he go through any legal formalities? No, because there is no legal formalities are required to open a cloth store. But at the same time, it also says that in some cases license is required. We can take an example, that is that same person want to open a liquor shop. Can he require any license for this purpose? Yes. For a liquor shop, he required some license. So these are basically related to your formation and closure of the sole proprietorship business. And the conclusion is that there is easy to formation and closure of sole proprietorship business. Closure is basically related to close down of the business when the owner required, and when the owner interest is related to close down the business, he can close the business. Next is unlimited liability. Unlimited liability is related to the owner is personally liable for payment of debt if assets of the business are not sufficient to meet all the debts. That means there is a debt in a business and the assets which are held in the business are not sufficient to meet such debt, then the owner is personally liable. Personally liable means for this purpose personal property may be sold to pay the business debt. So for this purpose we can say that in a sole proprietorship business is related to unlimited liability. Next is sole risk bearer. As he is a one person, then all the risk arises from the business are borne by itself. Next is sole profit recipient. As there is a one showman, then all the profits and gains earned by itself. Next is 100% control. The control of the business is related to 100%. It is related to decisions making. And all the decisions are taken by the owner himself only and no other interference are disturbed to take any decisions. Next is no separate legal entity. Here we can say that generally the entity are basically separated from its owner. That means the owner and the entity is treated as two different forms. As there is no legal formalities, so there is no separate legal entity. That means the entity and owner is treated as one entity. Next is lack of business continuity. There is related to some uncertainties. Uncertainties like death of owner or insolvency of owner, etc. These are the basically uncertainties. In this case, as this is related to a single owner, so the business cannot be continued further. So these are the basically features related to your sole proprietorship. Now we discuss some limitations or disadvantages related to sole proprietorship business. Let's discuss. So first we discuss limited resources. The resources related to sole proprietorship business is limited to personal savings and borrowings. That means the sole proprietor can raise their capital through loan taken by bank or other financial institutions, and the repayment of loan is very lengthy process, and whatever is struggle is arises at the time of repayment, so it is faced by a loan. Due to lack of resources, the sole trader is generally small size with low growth rate. Next is limited life of business concern. In eyes of law, owner and the business are considered one. That means there is no separate legal entity. And the same also, he does not enjoy continuity of life due to illness, death or insolvency of the proprietors. These are basically affects the business, and such effects may be large in extent that can lead to close down of the business also. Next is unlimited liability. The sole proprietorship business is basically related to unlimited liability. That means he is liable for all the debts of the business. Liable means responsible. That means the sole trader is responsible for all the debt of the business. And unlimited liability indicates that if the asset of the business is insufficient, then their personal property is liable for this purpose. That means he can sell their personal property to recover all the debt of the business. For this purpose, it also affects the innovation and expansion of the business, as wrong decisions can create serious financial burden on the owner. Next is limited managerial ability. The ability of managerial ability of the sole proprietor is related to limited. He cannot possess all the qualities and not likely to be an expert in all the matters of the business. So, due to limited resources, the owner cannot use service professionals and expert related to sole proprietorship business. And we discuss in this class the features and advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorship business. Thank you for watching.